Folks, I'm over here. My name is Mark Condon, and I'm the principal here at Pathfinder. Thank you for waiting. You can clearly see me. Folks, first of all, we want to thank everyone for their participation. We understand that this is a big event, that people are very excited about this, and we are excited to host the event. As the principal here at Pathfinder, as I begin, folks, can I have your attention, please? Thanks, drivers. I know you're excited. Hang on just a second. We'll get started right away. As I began my 30th year here, not as principal, it's my 5th year as principal, but my 30th year at Pathfinder, I can't help but marvel when I'm involved with an event like this, with all the excitement and enthusiasm of not only the parents, but especially the young men and women who participate in this event. This event is indicative of, we read in the newspaper about what's wrong with kids today and the problems that society has, and that is clearly a true statement. But these young men and women that are here today are indicative of what's right about young men and women in our country and about what high schools are doing right and what parents and guardians are doing right. So why don't you give yourselves a round of applause for doing something really great. Okay. We certainly could not thank everyone who's involved with this competition. That would take another day to do that. But I want to thank a couple of people in particular. Dr. Jerry Pace, who's our superintendent. He's on the back wall over there, but I just want to acknowledge him, not to mention that he's my boss too, so I'm no dummy. The guy's my boss, so let's be smart about that. But Jerry has been a great supporter of this event and has been at this particular school longer than I have, and certainly loves what this school represents and what we represent in our own community. I'd also like to especially thank our own Pathfinder students who not only are trying to compete, but are also trying to work this event and be a good host. So thanks very much to those folks. They put in a ton of time. And the 3 instructors that are involved with the electronics program, Eric Duda, and especially Jocelyn Winter, and special thanks to Guy Nizio, who has done a ton of work, even coming in over vacations and snow days to get this put together. So just a real quick round of applause for those folks. Just as a technical note, you may or may not already know that these, you can obviously view the matches live on the video screen, but also running in the cafeteria. So when you're in there, you can still see the matches going on as well. So there's a feed going in there. And we want to mention that there are over 30 teams, I think 30 or 31 teams, 3 teams from South Carolina, most of them from most teams are from Massachusetts, but also Vermont, New Hampshire, and other states. So thanks very much for those folks for traveling a bit of a distance to get here. We hope you have a great time today, and we hope you do well. At this time, I'd like to introduce, it's a great pleasure to introduce Jack Kenfield. Here's Jack, a round of applause for Jack. Good morning, Mass. How are we doing this morning?
Okay, I'm going to be your master of ceremonies. You've got 2 great guys who are going to be calling your matches, and they're going to do the play-by-play so I can save my voice a little bit. As he said, my name is Jack Penfield, affectionately known in most circles as Jack in the Hat. This is my 9th year at First. It's my 3rd year of emceeing, and I MC all of the First programs, from Junior Lego League, FTC, and FRC programs. Couple of housekeeping things. We are filming, so please remain in your seats. Okay? It's for the benefit of everybody behind you so they can see. If you're taking pictures, if you want to come up, get on your knees, snap a couple of shots, go back to your seat, that's fine. The robots are going to be shooting the last 30 seconds of the match into these bins. And, this is like the dolphin shows where you get wet. So you people in front of these, I hope you can catch a wiffle ball. Okay? Because you may get some strays. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I'd like all the students that are here to stand up. All students, come on, quick, stand up. Take 10 seconds. That's probably the most exercise you'll have today. Okay, your job here, number one, to have fun. Number two job, cheer. There's a spirit award, and I want to hear some noise. Okay? I'm sure these bleachers make some noise. It's allowable. I want some team spirit. Okay? Third, you're here to compete. Gracious professionalism. We all know what that is, right? Everybody shake your heads. Very good. It's the only program where you can take an eclectic group of students and put them together and have them succeed as a team. The only program in the high school setting is FIRST that can do that. Not everybody here wants to do robots. Not everybody here wants to program. You're all succeeding as a team, and you will be a lot better for it. Students said. I'll bet you teachers are jealous, huh? Like the power. Okay, I'd like all the mentors and parents to stand. First thing I want to say to you folks is thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here, for supporting your students, for getting them through, for giving them a huge leg up in the world. I applaud you, and I'd like your students at this time to give you a round of applause. You may now sit. And without further ado, because I know you guys want to start competing, I'd like you all rise, face the flag for the national anthem. Probably at 12:30. What I'd like to remind you folks is that us volunteers have got 30 minutes to eat and get back out here so you guys can play. So please, if at all possible, the cafeteria will be open early and it'll be open later. If you're not scheduled for matches in between, if your teams can go out and eat and kind of give us some space between 12:30 and 1. So we can get started again, because you don't want to be sitting there while I eat my cheeseburger. And trust me, I like my cheeseburgers. So, without further ado, in 5 minutes, we will start these